Hi everyone, my name is Nicola and this is my first ever video on YouTube for my channel called Sewing on the Spectrum. I have named my channel this because I'm autistic and sewing is basically it's my major special interest, as well as something that I use as a regulatory tool to help me basically manage having to function in society. It just gives me something to ground myself around. It's a creative outlet and it's something that helps me to feel like the truest version of myself. And I think it's a great way to, I don't know, express myself. I think I really struggle with fast fashion. It doesn't really represent me, and my other major special interest is history, and I love to intertwine the two together. So for me, this is really the perfect mix of an outlet, a way of expressing myself, and a tool to manage being autistic in a very autism friendly world. And I guess I wanted to make this channel for 3 reasons. The first is I'd really like to better document what I do, because I work really hard to create everything that I make, and I'm really bad at taking photos and videos and tracking the progress of things so that I have something to look back on when the project is complete. I suck at that, and it's a goal of mine to improve. The second reason is I think it will help hold me a little bit more accountable to complete projects. I also have ADHD, so that complicates my ability to just start things. I think is the big thing that I struggle with. I finished them because once I get into it, I'm okay, but I have like literally an entire wardrobe of fabric of things that I'm always like, yep, I'll make that, I'll get around to it. And I want to be a bit more disciplined about doing that. And I think this is a great way to encourage myself to do more. And then the third reason is being autistic, I kind of struggle socially. I find it difficult to connect with people. I can kind of get a little bit, not introverted, but I get stuck in my routine and then I don't go out and do things and meet new people. And it's not easy to meet other people who sew and have the same interests in history and costuming and design that I feel that I have. So I felt that this would open some doors for me to meet some like-minded people and really build a bit more of a community around myself as an autistic woman trying to figure out life and enjoy her hobbies. So at the moment I'm working on a Laura Ashley pattern. It's like a 1970s inspired 2-piece. I will give you the pattern number later because I can't remember right now. I've made it a couple of times. I have this really beautiful black and purple pink white floral fabric from Draper's Fabrics here in Australia, and the second I saw it I was like, yep, that's what I'm gonna make with it. I have been to Spotlight and I hate Spotlight, just FYI. I only go there to buy thread and zippers and some trims, not much, but like maybe lace or ribbon, that's about it. Buttons, I only go to Jimmy's Buttons, he's the best. But yeah, I went to Spotlight and I picked out 2 different combinations of lace for this because I really couldn't, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I'm worried that that's my cat Fiero just destroying my sofa right now. Fiero, don't. Thank you. He loves attention and he's a little unhappy. Yeah, I don't want to give it like a weird outdated look by using a cream colored trim. I think sometimes that can look very, like, I like it to look 70s, but I want to be careful about how much I go in that direction. And then I also picked up a black trim, but I don't want to have it look too dark and too heavy. So I think I'm just going to flat lay the pieces and see what I think the best trim will be. And I'll show you guys that when I put this video together. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best to post as often as possible, and I think that I will just try to compile footage. I'm pretty camera shy, so this is a big step for me. I've been wanting to do this probably for a year, but I don't feel super comfortable on camera. I don't know what to do with myself. That's probably a little bit of the autism side of me. I just don't really know what I'm doing with myself physically, like my expression, my body language. Like I don't know. I'm just winging this. Yeah, so I'm gonna post this video and then I will just update, maybe all in one video or maybe a couple. I also have all this footage of my Halloween costume from October that I made, which was from Van Helsing, the 2004 film. Oh my gosh, I've gone like Mariska from Van Helsing. I have wanted to make that costume since I was literally like 6 or 7 years old and I first saw the movie, and I just was like mesmerized by the detail, and these women look amazing, and I want to look amazing too. And I just as I've looked back on the costumes growing up, and especially the last couple of years while I've been planning the project, I really appreciate the level of detail that went into the costumes in that film. I know it's not the most serious vampire movie, but it's one that I love and it's lighthearted, and you know what, like the costumes, I'll watch anything if it has good costumes. That's like my number one priority in life. And I think it's kind of fitting. Nosferatu just came out. I saw it on January 1st and I loved it. It was so historically accurate in terms of the costumes and the set design. Not so much to Bram Stoker's novel, but that's because it's an adaptation of the original 1922 film, which was basically trying to avoid copyright infringements. So it's not meant to be a perfect adaptation of Bram Stoker. Anywho, that's a bit about me. I'm also doing a lot of renovation stuff around my house, so I might include, I have a few vintage furniture pieces that I'm upscaling. No, that's the wrong word. You know, I'm refinishing them and I'm painting everything, so I may talk about that sometimes, who knows. I'll just kind of, as I said, this is a channel for someone, myself, who has autism, so I'm going to talk about my special interests, and if that's not your vibe, then you don't have to watch. Yeah, so I hope that this will be successful for me and that I'll achieve my goals, and I look forward to developing a bit of a community around my interests. Nice to meet you all.